let's pivot to somebody who has restored my faith in fanhood. Not just NFL fandom, but I'm talking sports fandom. We've gotten to an era in a time where people are too embarrassed to showcase their emotions for things outside of themselves. Last night, we were all inspired and entertained as we watched along with Merrianne Do as she watched her beloved Los Angeles Chargers do what they have done a lot of times over the last few years. Joining us now, this superfan for the Chargers, the one who's restored our faith in humanity, Merrianne Do.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, Merrianne, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
I want to dive right into this, okay? Because what you did last night was awesome. I love the fact that you were able to eliminate all of life's bullshit and just get lost in the moment. What was your reaction to finding out? Yeah! What is your reaction to finding out that you're a massive part of the game? And what is your reaction to the response to how you were watching the Los Angeles Chargers?
So, funny thing, Pat, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm intense in everything I do. Football being one of the most intense things I do, to the point where sometimes my dad is like, okay, you need to sit down. You're gonna fall. You're gonna kick the kid. Something's gonna happen. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm freaking out, but I'm good. So last night when I was watching, I'm like, oh, it's so close. Like, we just need to get that touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Like, sorry, my bad. But we just have to get that touchdown. And when we got it, I couldn't handle it. I was excited. I was elated. My heart was just bursting. And I was super excited. I've been a football fan as long as I can remember, and a Chargers fan ever since I moved to California almost 20 years ago. I love the passion. I love all of it. And I just feel like everything in our life, as long as we're passionate about the things we love, like, who cares about everything else? This world is hard enough. Like, let's enjoy the ride, up and down, whatever.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm down.
Hey, don't you apologize for anything, Merrianne. The world needs more of you. You need to know that. So you've been a fan for 20 years since they've come out there. The thing that I'm most impressed with is at this stage of the Chargers, okay? And there's a lot of stats about them losing 6 games by 3 points or less over the last 2 years, and you keep going back. It's like close game, devastating loss. Close game, devastating loss. Close game, devastating loss. So you still having the juice and the passion for the Chargers was the most impressive part for me. Have you ever questioned it? Like, maybe this isn't the right team to spend all my energy cheering for, because inevitably in the end, there's a chance the Chargers are going to charge her.
There's always a chance, right? I mean, before I die, we're going to get there. We're going to win it, and it's going to happen. I mean, I have my up days. I have my down days. I just feel bad for my kids going to school today and being like, was that your mom? Because at the end of the day, like, even when it's my down day, my husband still believes in me. My kids still love me. So my Chargers, hey, yes, they got me sad at the end, but hey, we're going to ride up again. So it's all good. You have to have faith. If not, what's the point of being a fan?
Oh, I love it, Merrianne. Go ahead, AJ.
Sure. So, Merrianne, there's some skeptical people out there, a couple in the studio. I won't name names.
Darius Butler, Anthony DeGilio.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Over there.
Hi, Merrianne. So, Merrianne, were you offended by when people like this said, hey, she's a plant, she's working for the NFL, she's a robot, she's an alien, this can't be real, no one's that passionate?
You know what? I wish I was getting paid. I wish I could make myself, AI and as beautiful as I want. But at the end of the day, this is me, guys. This is me. Crazy mama 4, crazy Chargers fan, crazy freaking football fan. And it is what it is. I'm not
What do you like at your kids' games? Do your kids play sports? What do you cheer like that?
Oh, gosh. If you ever get in touch. So all the moms are texting me. They're like, why are people saying you're fake? Because this is how you're at flag football. This is how you are when you're at soccer. This is the basketball finals. This is you. And I'm like, yeah, I guess my poor kids have to deal with this every day. But now it's crazy. It's overwhelming that the whole world thinks this is so different, because my kids have had to deal with this all their lives.
Merrianne, this is awesome.
Yeah.
It's so awesome that people think it's fake. That's what the world is that we're in. So we appreciate you joining us and explaining all this stuff. Has Roger Goodell or anybody from the NFL reached out? Because honestly, what I saw was something that is so good for the NFL. Because to your point and to AJ's point, it's like there's not a lot of things or people that are this passionate about something anymore. Everybody's scared to be passionate, especially in public, because they don't want to get made fun of. They don't want to expose themselves. They don't want to set themselves up for failure that's inevitably there. You seemingly let it all out, ride it, and do it all for the NFL. Has anybody reached out to you? You need Super Bowl tickets.
Yeah,
we need to let people know that you are a fan of the NFL and that we need more people like you.
I am a huge fan.
Yeah, we need more people like you, not less.
I am a huge fan. I am not afraid to hold my fandom out there because at the end of the day, there are so many people in the stands. We all feel the same way, right? Like you watch a game, it's your team. Your heart is aching. Your heart is excited. You're freaking jumping and you're freaking crying at the end of the day, right? Like it is what it is. Whether you're watching football, you're watching flag football with your kid, you got to be in it because why do we do what we do? So, hey, man, if somebody reaches out to me, I'm all for it. But at the end of the day, this is not AI. I'm a real human. And it's okay if you know, people think that I'm an actress. Whatever. I wish
you could be. Merrianne, I think you could do. Merrianne,
I'm just a mom.
No, you're not. I think you could do anything you want to be honest with you, after watching how committed you are to being a fan of the Chargers. Did you know that while you were there, like, I assume somebody had to tell you, like, hey, you are a part of this game now, or were you so locked in?
You know what's funny is we go to a ton of games. Like, they always get me on the Jumbotron because I am freaking nuts, right? Whether I'm in my seat or in the cabana, they get me on the Jumbo, but I've never been on TV. I never expect to be on TV. So then I'm just cheering and I hear, like, I wear a watch and I'm like, it's buzzing, but whatever. Like, I need to watch this freaking end of this game. And I'm buzzing. And then somebody comes up to me from the field and they're like, do you know you're on TV? And I'm like, no, but we need to get this, we need to get this. We need to get this last touchdown. He needs to get in there again. We need to win this freaking game or tie and get into the freaking OT. Like, what? Sorry, excuse my language. But yes, like, get in there. Let's do this. And so I had no idea until at the end. And then I'm like, okay, why do I have these text messages? And then I realized, oh, okay. So I get home, my kids are like, Mommy, you were on TV. And I'm like, okay, this is too much. Like I just went to the game and I'm just coming home to tuck you in, guys. Come on. So you already know this is me, flag football, whatever.
Yeah, your mom's famous. Okay, Go to bed. Yeah, that is what we got cooking right there. This is another day. We look on, we move forward. There was other people that didn't think you were fake or a plant. There was another theory out there. Tone Diggs has a question for you.
I just thought that you had. You're right. Pat's talked about how there's not a lot of people that excited and that into the games because they're afraid to be. I just figured you had like somewhere between $100,000 to $1 million on the game, on the Chargers.
I wish I had $100,000 and I wish I had $1 million to put on the game. I actually had nothing, not even a lotto ticket. I'm that kind of person that when I buy the Powerball and I lose, I'm literally sad. And people are like, why are you sad? I'm like, I'm not going to buy a ticket if I don't want to win. I'm not going to go to a game and cheer for my team if I don't freaking love them and want them to win. And so that's just how I live my life.
You said frickin' on the show too much.
Yeah, geez Louise.
Sorry.
Kids show.
Yeah, unbelievable. Everybody's going to stop watching because your language is so terrible.
I know.
Stop. Okay, Merrianne, Brandon Staley makes these decisions, We call them Staleying in the national spotlight. I don't know how you guys describe them. I couldn't even fathom how you feel. Thinking back about the Raiders one.
Timeout.
Oh, going back through. Has he, I don't want to say near death.
From last season. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is there, since Staley's entrance into your life, have you felt more of an anxiety level while watching the Chargers? Is that fair to say?
I think if you look historically at the Chargers, historically at the NFL, you're going to have anxiety no matter what year you watch it. Yes, I have a lot of anxiety now because our record now, but at the end of the day, there's always growing pains. There's always things that we're going to go through to get to where we need to be. And I'm a believer in that, hey, this is where we're at right now. This is the team that we have right now. This is our coach right now. You, as a fan, I feel like we need to will it to happen, right? I tell so everybody in the cabana probably hates me because I'm like, you guys got to will it, will that first down, will that touchdown. We got to will it. Like, it's got to be in your heart,
Yeah.
So I feel like whoever our coach is, whoever our QB is, whoever our offensive coordinator is, whatever it is, we need to will them to be the best. We need to will them to win. We need to will them to freaking get the first down, to get the touchdown, to get whatever we need. Because our heart means a lot in this world. So, yeah, I can't believe I'm getting emotional about like talking about football, Pat. I'm a huge fan, and I'm like getting all like flustered. So sorry.
No, Merrianne, once again, I cannot echo this sentiment enough. We need more people like you as opposed to less people. So we're very thankful that you made time to talk to us today. And I hope the world continues to sing your praises because what you did last night was awesome. And I assume that's every single game. And now, you know, they're showing Taylor Swift a lot.
Exactly.
They're showing Jay-Z a lot. When the Chargers are on, you know who we're going to. Where's Merrianne Do at?
Do cam.
Find the frickin' Merrianne Do.
Yeah.
Find the mom of 4, you said?
4 boys.
God.
So, you know.
God bless.
Yeah.
I assume they love having you as a mom. I assume every day you're awesome. And thank you so much for everything.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you, team. I really appreciate you guys having me on. And this is kind of like this moment that this stay-at-home mom never expected. So cheers to you.
Well, enjoy it all. You've earned it and deserved it. Are we making the playoffs this year or what?
I always believe we're going to get there. Chargers never start out like, you know, like 10-0 or whatever, right? It's hard in the beginning, but we're going to get there. And I believe it. Everybody's like, how can you still believe in your Chargers? I'm like, do you lose faith in your spouse when they fail? Do you lose faith in your kid when they fail?
Yep.
I'm not going to lose faith in my Chargers when they make a mistake. It is life, guys. We do what we do the best that we can every day, but at the end of the day, we're going to the playoffs.
Hell yeah, we appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen. Merrianne Do.
That was awesome.